Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Of course, we have the Indian Wells second round with Novak Djokovic playing against Aleksandar Vukic from Australia. So hence why I was very keen to do the stream. Just going to share my screen and get the scores up. They're just warming up at the moment. And For those who don't know me, I'm Pat, and very excited to share this with you. So, just while they're warming up, we can see that Novak Djokovic in the green today, looking quite well. Novak Djokovic has won each of his last 12 matches in the USA. And, as we know, Novak Djokovic, he's not playing too many times these days. His last featuring the loss to Jannik Sinner in the Australian Open. And in that tournament, taking out Taylor Fritz in the quarterfinal, Mannarino, Echeverry, Popyrin, and Prismic. And, Djokovic is always talks about these easy draws. And, first round against Prismic had a set taken off. Popyrin should have had 2 sets taken off. And then he's been facing a seed since. Echeverry, 30th seed, Mannarino, 20th seed, knocked them down in both straight sets. Taylor Fritz in 4 sets and Sinner in 4 sets. So many are saying, when is the Djokovic fairy tale coming to an end? Some are saying that it is Sinner who is now overriding. But as we're getting into, it will be Vukic to serve, and I'll just wait for the scores to come on. They should be coming down here in a second. And an ace to start off with for Vukic. There we go. Let me just get that set up for everyone. If that's all right. Excellent. Let's get into it. So we have Vukic serving a second serve now. And looks good. 30 love. Light work for Vukic. Kick serve from Vukic going backhand to Vukic's forehand. Djokovic very much controlling the rally, being nice and deep. Backhand, forehand down the middle. Vukic staying in the rally, hit one short. Djokovic coming to the net. Vukic going across. Djokovic getting the drop volley, and he gets it. And it's 40 love. Oh, sorry, 30-15. God, it's the morning for me in Australia. Everybody watching, remember to like and subscribe. If people remember the last time that I streamed Novak Djokovic versus an Australian, it was Alex de Minaur's win over the Serb. So we have 30-15 with second serve coming. Nice kick from Vukic, going backhand to backhand. Novak Djokovic not giving Vukic much consistency, and that forces a Vukic error. Good morning from Twitch with the band. Both brothers named Patrick. Nice. Novak does seem to start slow sometimes, that's for sure. And good morning, wherever you are in the world, or good evening. It's 30 all now. Djokovic probably testing out a few things, warming up, considering he hasn't played a match in 6 weeks, really. 30 all, going forehand to forehand. Djokovic hitting some loopy ones early. Maybe just testing the court out, as we know it's slow, and Vukic goes into the net. And a break point early on for Novak Djokovic. We did see earlier in the week Novak Djokovic play a practice set against Grigor Dimitrov, which was very good to see. Novak looking fluid as always and winning that in a close tiebreak 7-5. But we see Djokovic is probably keen to lock in here. Vukic coming to the net from a good point, and Djokovic into the net. He almost looked like he lost his footing there, Novak. We've seen that happen once or twice before. Doesn't happen often. But it's looking warm. It's 25 currently in Indian Wells, probably a few degrees hotter on court. There's a nice out wide serve from Vukic. Goes forehand to forehand. Djokovic with the punches in control, forcing the angles, and Vukic hitting the error. It is advantage Djokovic. Hey Joe, hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat. Got a few people watching, which is great. And remember to like and subscribe. Always means a great deal to me. If you guys like the video, just see and add any comments. As we see almost an ace out wide, but just fault there from Vukic. Second serve, seeing if Djokovic can close here. Little kick serve, backhand. Djokovic very loopy and unforced error again from Vukic there. Very interesting to see. But yeah, just early start from Djokovic, looking to make light work of this. He's not getting any younger. There he is. Good to see with the van and Joe Mama in the chat. And anyone else watching, very excited to read this with you. I'm just looking at where I want to be looking. Do I want to be looking at the stream up there, or do I want to be looking at the stream here? And do I want to be looking at the commentary there? But I'll have another look at how the other streamers do it. So no, Faizan, we have another stream coming up as well later today. I believe that will be Molfi versus Hurkacz, and I think Anthony will be doing that, which will be great. Anthony's been a great help on the channel. As we see, error from Djokovic going long, love 15. It is meant to be quite windy, so these are probably causing the interesting conditions on court, that's for sure. Second serve now from Novak, or a nice clean one down the middle. I've changed where I'm looking at now, so I'll be looking at the commentary here. First guy watching is the best. Talking about Anthony, hopefully. Joe will be asleep. Although a few people in the chat like to stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. As we see 15 all now. Sorry, 30-15. And Djokovic hits it long again, testing the conditions here. As we talked about, Djokovic hasn't played here for about 5 years due to COVID, not letting him in the USA, other reasons. But he has been a 5-10 champion at the same time, so you can't really dispute that. He has been doing very well. You can't really knock him back too much. He's looking fit. I'm sure he'll love playing. Who doesn't love playing in a place like Indian Wells? It seems like a dream retirement for me. I'm sure for a lot of people in the chat. We see Djokovic hitting a nice 1-2. Vukic not being able to get there. With the wind, I'm sure Djokovic will be really trying to use the angles here. And Taylor Fritz, who just beat Tabilo 7-6, 6-2, just a few 30 minutes ago on court, said that it was quite windy and they were playing different strategies when you're trying to hit hit through the player or just control the rally or manage the rally, depending if the wind is with you or not. So we see it's 2-0 now. Vukic with a nice ace. See, not many aces happening at the moment. It's a bit of a slower surface, some comparing it to clay. As we see a first serve fault. And a second serve. Good from Djokovic, right on the baseline. Vukic hurrying, and Vukic trying to play a bit too careful, and looks like he framed it a bit there. It's sunny, it's windy. People may like Indian Wells a bit less. Yes, as with Ban says, the wind is tricky for sure. Hey, Max in the chat. Good morning indeed. And Max, you remember where I'm from. Very nice. I wish I could say the same for a few people. My memory with a few people is not that good, but very nice to see you there. Yeah, it definitely looks a bit windy. Vukic putting it long. Look, Djokovic is just going to be that backboard, and Vukic is just going to try to do something different. I assume that he might try a few different things over here. Yeah, hopes meet and make. I think CT is Connecticut. I'm not too sure with American states. Forgive me. Never rains in California. Paula Main, you're from. Of course, a few introductories on the chat. Let's see, 15:30 now for Vukic. Second serve. Vukic just trying to feel the ball a bit more. Djokovic hitting a slice. Djokovic hitting a nice return. Djokovic forcing Vukic side to side, really, using those angles. Vukic just being the toy to Djokovic's puppet, but Vukic hits a nice backhand, and Djokovic hits into the net. Very good, very good, very good. Max. Julietta saying, could you please make the score darker? I will have a look at that. I am not too good with that sort of technology, but I'll have a look at that in the break. As we see a nice serve from Vukic, controlling the rally now. Djokovic hitting deep. They're both a couple of meters behind the baseline. Djokovic staying behind the baseline here, obviously showing a bit more care, using the angle, slicing a bit. Vukic staying aggressive though. Vukic is not coming to the net yet, but he's controlling, and it's so hard to hit from Vukic's side down there. 30-40 now, 30-40. Max saying, nice to see Carlos and Coco winning their recent matches. I thought Coco lost today. I just stopped watching a couple times. She did win. Wow. I knew she was down in the second set, and I saw she won, and then she was down 4-2 in the third set. And well done on Carlos. Look, Arnaldi had a great first set, but I knew Carlos would come back there. Joe saying, I fell asleep in the Raducanu match. 4-0. Must have been about 20 minutes there. Second serve from Vukic. Now Djokovic going for a double break, and he frames it long. Djokovic saying, come on, hits through the ball. You see these videos on social media at the moment saying tennis players, when they're not playing tennis, they're going through the supermarket and they're just practicing their forehand or practicing their backhand. It's quite funny to see tennis players outside of tennis for sure. And Djokovic sneaks one on the line there and uses the angle. Vukic is caught out. I assume Djokovic will finish. Djokovic comes to the net. Vukic hits a nice shot. Djokovic hits it long. Djokovic was stretched for the volley there. And Vukic did well there. Good defensiveness. Max saying, I thought Coco lost as well. Yeah. It's a good win for Coco. That'll make the draw ever more interesting. Eager looking strong here. I think it was 6-3, 6-0 against Collins. And Vukic does hold with a great serve down the tee, and Djokovic hitting it long. And how's Sabalenka's playing her first game in about 3 hours against Peyton Stearns, the young American. That could be a good match. The advantage. Oh, I thought that must have been Juice. Sorry. He hasn't held yet. It was Juice. Now it's advantage Vukic. Vukic goes into the net. Going back to juice. It's funny if I don't do a stream in a week or two that the lingo that I use that I think I know, I don't know. And it's good to always practice on the stream again. Indeed. Djokovic was at 83% first serve percentage, and Vukic with just 40s each percent at the moment. But Vukic does have a nice serve. He's got his third ace of the match already. He hasn't even won a game yet. Yeah. To advantage to Vukic. Nice serve from Vukic. Djokovic, they're both sort of going at 70%. Djokovic with a drop shot, try and change things up, and Vukic goes back down the line. He's looking pumped. He's got a game, but they're both looking sweaty. Now, Giulietta, I will be looking to change. I know the others can do it. I'm just not as, well, I'm a bit younger, but I'm not as tech savvy when it comes to this. I'll just have a look. It might be on the app if I'm just looking it up now, which I don't have the app for the website at the moment. So apologies for that one, but I'll definitely do that if I can next stream for sure. The young American. Yeah, lots of young Americans at the moment. They're producing well, obviously, with the collegiates. Speaking of collegiates, we had Steve Johnson, the very, the men's college tennis player of all time, going on the unbelievable streaks. He retired earlier this week. Yeah, unfortunate, but a great career, definitely. Grabbing a few titles, and I was watching. It made me scroll to, there's a few people in the tennis media that were well known. We know Alex Groskin from Cracked Rackets. I was watching a poolside interview with him and Stevie J. Very funny, just the casualness of that sort of interview, and great that people like Stevie J that are very, very professional tennis players, still quite charismatic and just having a chat in the pool and making a little podcast for Alex Groskin from Cracked Rackets. So if you haven't heard of Cracked Rackets, Alex Groskin does all college tennis and gives opinion all above. So great to see that. So see a nice rally starting to form here, backhand to backhand. Djokovic with the angles though. Djokovic coming to the net again, and Vukic going wide. It looked good. Maybe the wind carried it out, but it was out nonetheless. Yeah, Stevie J, actually, I just looked up. He's still playing the W's with Tommy Paul tomorrow. Otherwise, he did lose his qualifiers against Emilio Nava. A very tight match with Johnson having match points there. Obviously, you've had John Isner going out earlier last year. Retirement. He made his debut on Tennis Channel, I believe. This week, I believe, actually. And Vukic trying the drop shot, and he gets it done. Vukic must be into the win now. But yeah, there's going to be lots of different strategies being played with these conditions. And for some reason, they're showing this stat of the winner speed of the drop shot is 33 miles per hour. I love that. Nice serve out wide from Djokovic, using the 1-2. Vukic, a couple of slices now. Vukic hitting inside-out forehand. Vukic a couple of meters back down the baseline. Vukic clawing. Djokovic is playing with his toy here. But Vukic staying aggressive, which is good to see. Djokovic going backhand to backhand now. Nice and deep from the both of them. Vukic going for the power. Vukic coming for the winner. Oh, Djokovic gets the right way, but Djokovic goes into the net, and it's 15-30. Vukic showing a bit of tenacity there, the Aussie tenacity that we love to see, which is amazing. That rally length was 21 shots, the longest of the match. I'm sure Vukic will be feeling it, and Djokovic will need to do something strong with his serve here. I don't think he's served an ace yet. He has served one, my apologies, according to Google. But he hits a fault here, and a second serve incoming. And some good depth from Vukic, but Djokovic, it held up in the wind there, but Djokovic hit a great forehand winner. It's looking warm. It's probably 28 degrees Celsius on court. And I'll just do a good translation for the Fahrenheit people. That is about 82, 83. I'd expect to be on about 83 on court, I would assume. But some good aggression still from Vukic. And Djokovic hits it long. A break point now. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Joe, is Cracked Rackets on YouTube? Yes, I'm fairly sure it is. I will have to have a look at this. But yeah, have a look. If you just type in Cracked Rackets, there should be a little podcast and a tennis icon. Just make sure you spell rackets correctly, because I know different people spell it in different ways. And a second serve coming. 30-40 now. Oh, was that long? No, it wasn't long. It was great serve from Djokovic. Juice now. Jerome saying, haven't heard of Vukic before. Is he a young guy? He's not too young. I'll have a look at. He must be about he's 27, and he's actually from Sydney. One of the lesser well-known from Sydney. A great shot from Djokovic, great serve, and out from Vukic. Advantage Djokovic. Aleksandar Vukic is from Sydney. He went to Illinois for college tennis. He hasn't been in as great form at the moment, but he did play very well last year. I know he was in a final last year, but he's been losing quite a few first rounds. But I'll go through more of Vukic right now, because Djokovic just hit a great serve and unreturned from Vukic. Just going through, yeah, Vukic has won not many first round matches, but he did have a great run at some point. I'm just going to get where that is. He did have a good run in the Canadian Open, where he played Schwartzman, Dan Martin, who was a qualifying Canada. He beat Vukic, he beat Korda, but he lost to Monfils. And we see 15 love now from Vukic. Good serving. Djokovic being run around here. Vukic going back on the inside. Djokovic reading it, going forehand to forehand. Vukic rips a forehand. Djokovic goes into the net. Very good. I'll just be 5 seconds, guys. But very well played. And the advantage of me wearing these Apple AirPod Maxes is I can still commentate. That's just great. Very good. Very good from Djokovic and Vukic here. Second serve, Djokovic looking to attack on it. Djokovic with the aggression when he's down 30 love. And Vukic going long. Yeah, some more about Aleksandar Vukic. Yeah, so in Canada in August, he had a good round. And in the Atlanta Open, he beat Ethan Quinn, Nishioka, who was 4th seed, Eubanks was 5th seed, Ugo Humbert in 3 sets, and losing in a close 7-5, 6-7, 6-4 against Taylor Fritz. Vukic hitting another ace, making it 5 for the count. Very good. So that was Aleksandar Vukic's first final in Atlanta. And looking to make short, light work of this game is Vukic. Djokovic using some slices, waiting for Vukic's aggression, which Vukic is not afraid to use. Going to great inside out forehand from Vukic. Great angle there, making it 3-2 in the first set. Excellent work there from Vukic. Just fixing that up a bit. Going through some comments. Yeah, just with the ban, try and avoid just sending leaks. We're going to try just comments only if we could with the ban. Thank you very much. I wonder how Osaka will do. She's about to play right now. Yeah, I'll check her out. I know she had a good, strong first round against the forever known Sarah Rani and Samsonova playing at the moment. Yeah, I think Osaka will slowly shine. Look, there's a couple of unknowns with Osaka, just how she's feeling in the moment. I know she's a mother now, so I'm sure that's taking some focus. But yeah, one of several mothers on tour at the moment, Angie Kerber, of course, having a good first rounder against Petra Martic and defeating Ostapenko yesterday. So she'll be playing Kudermetova tomorrow. But yes, Osaka, yeah, I don't think you should be worried if she's playing a seeding player. Alex de Minaur having success, and for Australia, of course. Yeah, when I saw that Mickelson match that he lost to quite easily, I think it was like 6-1, 6-2, 6-1, something like that. We'll have a look at it. Yeah, 6-4, 6-1. Alex Mickelson beat de Minaur. Now he could cause some troubles in the matchups, but I do believe that de Minaur was aware that he had to play Acapulco and defend his title. So I know all his energy would have been going on to there. Nina reminded you, he had to defend, but he also played a hell of a week in Rotterdam, losing in the final to Yannick Sinner. And he had to play Los Cabos a couple of days later, going cross continents. So it's never easy. So de Minaur probably made a good decision to bow out. And obviously let his countryman win, Jordan Thompson, Los Cabos. Being in the semi-finals against Ruud, Tsitsipas and Zverev, and coming out on top was Jordan Thompson from Sydney as well. Back on serve now with Djokovic going forehand to forehand. Switching it up, Djokovic is going forehand to the backhand with some good aggression. So it looks like the wind is definitely in the way of the camera. So it's going from the camera to the other side is with the wind, so a tailwind, if you like. So they'll definitely try and be the aggressors on the shade side, where Djokovic is serving right now. Although we did see a drop shot from Vukic last game, or the game before. And another good serve. Djokovic ripping the topspin, ripping it from side to side. Going back down the backhand of Vukic, and Vukic into the net. 30 love. I blame Americans for the lazy English. Yeah, well, I see things, and obviously with the Z or Z, it's always funny as well. 30 love now. Good serve from Djokovic into the net again from Vukic. Jerome asking if I like my Apple AirPod Maxes. This is my first review. I'll tell you right after this game. It's 40 love. I'm sure it won't be long. There's a good serve from Djokovic, and Vukic hits it long. Another unreturned. 3 unreturns there, I believe. With the AirPod Maxes, luckily I got it as a present from my partner. And yeah, it is about 900 AUD at the launch. I'm not sure what it is now, but that's about 600 USD. So it is expensive. Let me know what you guys think. Usually I just use my earphones, but if you guys think this is better quality, I'll definitely use this from now on. So please give me some feedback if my audio is better like this, or if you prefer it from the earphones as well. But Vukic looking the aggressor here, looking for a drop shot. Oh, and the drop shot just hits the net, but Djokovic wasn't getting there for sure. For sure. Max saying, yes, it was definitely unfortunate. A Rafa and now Raonic, they were both meant to play each other. So Holger Rune hasn't played a minute on court yet, and he's into the third round of 1,000. So some freebie points there from Holger Rune. And yes, obviously, Sinner did beat that, making it 7-0 against Demidor now, I believe. Vukic with the aggression, playing very well there. Djokovic looking a bit frustrated. He guessed wrong. Some good serving. Sean saying Chapo is struggling again. Yeah, obviously there are a few matches on at the same time here. Yeah, both matches actually I'm not too fond of. Mercedes Chapo both in pretty terrible form. The battle of the one-handers, we know that there's a lot of stories going on about the one-handers, and Tsitsipas had a chance to sneak back into the top 10. Yeah, just going through the chat still. Audio is crystal clear. That's great to see. Better quality, said with the band. Perfect. Great stuff. Djokovic hitting a nice return winner there. He's having a laugh with the crowd there. Jerome saying, would Rune get the same prize money for making it to round 3 with walkovers? I believe he would. There's no reason why that would change. The prize money's there for every round 3 participant, just like they get a bye in the first round of a 1,000. They'll probably get the same as the second rounder. Just like Vukic has to fight through. Djokovic had a bye, and Vukic, who did he beat in the first round? He beat Mochizuki, the qualifier, in 2 tiebreak sets. Mochizuki, of course, beating Schwartzman in the qualifiers, and Benjamin Hassan, who also had a good win against Arthur Cazal, who's very good. $30-40 now. Djokovic with another break point. Very loopy game here. Djokovic with the slice down low. Double slice here. Djokovic controlling the rally, and Vukic hits it long, and it's a double break for Novak Djokovic with 5-2. 5-2. And yes, the 2 matches at the moment, the 2 other matches going at the moment are Mercedes Shapovalov, with Mercedes taking the first set 6-4. Look, Mercedes hasn't been doing that well. He lost in Dubai to Arthur Cazal. He lost in Qatar to Jijian Jiang. He lost in Rotterdam to Griekspoor. He lost to Thomas Machak in Marseille. He did beat Bonzi in the Australian Open, but lost to Van Asch. And lost to so he's only won a couple of first round matches since the start of the year, and he's 25th seed in this in this tournament. So he should be doing better. Shapovalov, we know, has been a bit here and there, suffering down the rankings. But how about Fabio Fognini? He keeps having the runs here against Sebastian Baez. He's 36. The last tournament he played was in November, where he did beat Bublik, Sonego, and Thiago Seyboth-Wild, who is having a runner, Thiago Seyboth-Wild, defeating JJ Wolf, defeating Khachanov, and he's won 6-1 in every match. He's won a set at least 6-1, but he's been blitzing through the opponents. And he'll be facing Fabian Marozan, so probably a weaker of the third rounds, who took out Nicolas Jarry, but they've been taking out a couple of seeds in their section as well. And Safil and Korda also playing just about to start. So Djokovic serving for the set now. Good return from Vukic, but he hits the fourth shot just long. Steph v Foe should be a great match. Yeah, look, outside the top 5 and the top 10, seeing people like Tsitsipas and Foe, I'm not sure if they're in their head 100%. TFO should be playing well in America, and Steph should do well in these court surfaces. But honestly, I'm not sure how these things are going to go. It just depends on, for me, a big part of the tennis is the mentality of it. TFO hasn't been looking switched on. Stefanos, look, they're having fun in Indian Wells. I see they played a little nice doubles, the 10 tie breaks with Badoza, but I'm not sure if his head's in the game. Once you're established, that underdog mentality that Carlos seems to still have, and Sinner seems to still have, that dog in him. For the lack of formal words, it's a shame to see. Djokovic with the ace down the tee, forcing 2 set points now. Djokovic 5-2, 40-15, and another ace for Djokovic. Vukic really giving up on that point there as he made slight work. 6-2 the first set after 34 minutes. With the band saying my headphones died, I think they should be okay. I'll just double check on the battery. I do have about 70% battery, so this should be okay. But let me know if anyone else, if my audio has changed. But Vukic with the winners 10-8, but also the unforced errors, Vukic leading 10-6. Djokovic really leaving the serving stats, 31 out of 52 total points won, which means Vukic had the 21 as well. Joe saying, is Steph ever switched on? Look, when he had that underdog mentality, and when he didn't have a girlfriend, he was a bit more focused, I think. But, we'll go through Tsitsipas's scores here since the Australian Open. Tsitsipas did make the 4th round, which is good, as expected. Was a toss-up between Fritz and Tsitsipas. Fritz was playing quite well after a scare in the first round against it was Facundo Diaz Costa. But since then, Tsitsipas has lost Cabos. Yeah, he only played Los Cabos, and then in Acapulco he lost Alex de Minaur, which is Alex de Minaur's first win out of 11 matches. Alex de Minaur getting that, and they're just showing the camera now of Indian Wells. Indian Wells looks magnificent. It really does look like an amazing place. I'd love to go there one day. I heard it's a couple-hour drive from LA. Check on the Google Maps. Yeah, 2.5 hours. East of LA, mid Palm Springs. Beautiful place it looks like. Vukic starting the second set off well. $15 love now. Good serving. We can see Vukic really controlling the rally. With the wind behind him, he's playing aggressive and he gets the winner. 30 love. Sorry, Sean, just saw your comment. Have I seen the trailer for the Challenger movie? If it came out a short time ago, I don't think so, but I thought I saw something like maybe before this, around the start of the year about it. Looks quite good. I like watching the Challengers too. I probably watch a bit less of the clay ones, but I like watching the hardcore ones. Vukic with another winner. the wind really showing quite well there. That's where Vukic is using his good serve. Vukic has been a quiet performer. And Djokovic using the aggressor now. Very good there from Djokovic. 40-15 now. So Vukic is currently 68 in the rankings. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Second serve now from Vukic. Oh, goes long. Yeah, Aleksandar Vukic, despite his him being 27, you know, when he was 20, which he should be decided to make a rank, he was still around 200 in the world, and he's been slowly climbing up. Sorry, when he was 20, 7 years ago. So he was about 450 in the world. As Vukic makes good serve there, Djokovic on return, and it's 1-0 to Vukic in the second set. So Vukic really only entering the top 100 2020 in the 2022 season, and he made it as high as 62 in 2023, and he's now sitting in the late 60s, which is great. Obviously, with the Australians, it's really coming together now. So Jordan Thompson, I believe, he's 34th. As we go down, we have Popperin, 45. Chris O'Connell, 64. We saw him going out to Zverev in a relatively competitive match. Max Purcell, 67. Vukic, 68. Rinky Jakarta, my mate, 79. Kokkinakis, 100. We have a while before people like Adam Walton, Jason Kubler sitting around 150. Mark Polman's 160. Lee Tu, who won a challenger. And Dane Sweeney, who went to 5 with Cerundolo, sitting at 203. It's very good. Moving back to the game, it's 15 love now. Going backhand to backhand now. The slice from Vukic. Djokovic really trying to get the rally. Vukic probably trying to hit a bit low. Vukic controlling the rally, and Djokovic hits it into the net. Well done from Aleksandar Vukic. Like, I know it's 6-2, but Vukic is playing. He's playing well. Hello, Ghost. How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. I think this Djokovic kid has a real potential as a professional tennis player. He just needs to get his diet right. Yeah, he's not allowed to be this robotic. It's crazy. Having the body of a 25-year-old and a 35-year-old's body, it's not accepted. You know, I say 35, but in reality, he's just getting on. He's 36 at the moment, turning 37 in a couple of months. We see, I think it was a double fault there from Djokovic, now 15-30. Yeah. We see what Djokovic can do here. Oops. Oh, good shots from Vukic. A nice running forehand winner. 15-40 now. Vukic staying calm. Staying very calm. Remember, guys, if you are liking this video, this stream, feel free to give it a like and subscribe. Would love to see QualityShot get over 10,000 subscribers. Would be amazing. And every one of you would contribute to that. That's amazing. Nice serve down the tee there. And Djokovic having a bit of a stare down. Looks like maybe with his box. Saying, all right, that worked. Djokovic can be very funny sometimes. 30-40 now. Second serve now. Vukic with the aggression still. Playing a loopy backhand. Vukic with the slice. Wasn't that great. Djokovic not making the most of it. Vukic hitting it short. Vukic running from side to side. Djokovic still being the aggressor here, but being very careful as break point is still on here. Nice rally in Vukic. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, Vukic. Djokovic having another stare down with his coach. Goran, what's happening? A great rally there. A great rally. 16 shots. We saw another great rally in the first set. 21 shots. And very, very good rally there. Vukic, I thought, was going to be a bit more patient. Juice now. Good serve, good return too. Vukic still with the aggression. Djokovic into the net. Djokovic trying to play a bit too careful there. This will be very interesting if Vukic gets the break here. See what would happen if he can hold. Second serve, break point, not second serve yet. Unless I'm predicting the future, we'll see. I did predict the future. Second serve, but even the first serve was quite slow there, 96 miles per hour, about 150 kilometers. Slow second serve there. Vukic hit a nice backhand, keeping it short to Djokovic's backhand. Djokovic goes down the line and it looks out. It's out. Vukic gets the break. Aleksandar Vukic gets the break against Novak Djokovic and leads 2-0 in the second set. Great sign here from Vukic. He's still against the wind, so if he holds here and he gets the wind when he's up 3-love, that's looking very strong for Vukic. Let's hope he can hold here. He'll try and hit some fast serves, but he hits a fault there. But Djokovic, I'm sure, will be playing the aggressor here. He's already up on the baseline for the second serve. Good second serve, though. And Vukic still trying to be the aggressor here. Going down the line. Oh, it's just long. I say just long, but it was more than 2 meters long. Tennis is always a game of fine margins. So these guys can cover the court, go for 30, 40 shots, even 50 sometimes. Oh, some great serving though, just going wide from Vukic. Love 15. Second serve. The wind is definitely here. Vukic trying to go with the wind. Djokovic hitting a lob. Djokovic is going to be annoying, which makes him so good. Vukic still trying to stay aggressive, hits the net, topples over, running Djokovic around. Vukic needs to come to the net. Vukic hits a drop shot into the net. No. The drop shot was a great move for sure. Was a great move for sure. But could not do much about it. Vukic. Oh, Djokovic the baseline. Djokovic trying to be the aggressor here, and he is. And it's love 40. Quickly indeed. Wow. How the tables turn. You can see the wind just from the flags in the crowd just pushing Djokovic in the tailwind. Very good to see here. A good return from Djokovic. It looks like Djokovic is likely going to win the point. Djokovic comes up to the net. Djokovic with the smash into the net. He has a laugh. The smash into the net is arguably the worst part of the game of Novak's. But with the wind, it's hard to tell. You can see the wind was holding the ball up, and Djokovic was unbalanced. But 2 break points still. But a good serve from Vukic. And Goran Ivanisevic looking very fashionable today. With the nice glasses and hat. 30-40 now. Oh, great serving from Aleksandar Vukic. Very good, very good, very good. Some good serving still. Great points from Aleksandar Vukic. And I was about writing him off here. But Aleksandar Vukic playing amazing tennis here. Great serving. Vukic really does have a strong serve. Excellent to see. Can he close this off? Another great serve. Can he finish it now? He goes down the line. Djokovic claws it back. Can we do a drop shot here? No, he's learned from the drop shots. But Djokovic hits a wide, apologies. Vukic does make it 3-love. He had a great fight back from love 40 down, and he's won 5 points in a row. Vukic is loving it. But he's holding strong. Wow. What a great point there. Excellent stuff there. All because Novak Djokovic can't hit a smash, eh? A good choice when it's held up in the wind like that. Excellent work there. Excellent work. So now Vukic is with the wind for at least 2 games. So he should be able to hold his serve. But we'll see if he can maybe even break Novak again. Imagine if he broke Novak and went 5-love up. That would be awesome. We have 3-love though. And we have, I'll just go check the other scores. We have on the women's side, Osaka and Samsonova neck and neck for all. And Azarenka versus Caroline Dolehide. I must admit, I haven't quite heard of Dolehide before. But she's playing. She hasn't won many first round matches. But the 25-year-old American taking the first set against Azarenka. Must be loving the crowd. And on the men's, we have Fognini down a break in the second set. And Shapovalov level. Quarter, serving with a break. Also facing a break point at the moment. And Vukic, 3-love. Come on, the Aussie. We have Djokovic at 15-love now. Looks like a let. First serve. Fault, first serve. See what Vukic can do with his aggression here with the wind. Keeps it low. Both of them keeping it low. What's Djokovic going to try and do here? Is he going to come to the net? He comes to the net. What can Vukic do? Great shot from Vukic. Well done. Goes back to the forehand with a nice angled shot. Sat down low, and Djokovic could do nothing with it. Oh, that is a great shot. You can either go a lob down the line, but Vukic probably tries to do the hardest thing, go back to the forehand, and Djokovic can't get much on it. 15-all here. Vukic is going to want to lock in here. Some good aggression still. But too good from Novak Djokovic. I I'll try and stay as unbiased as possible, but Vukic, I want him to win. He hasn't had a good win for a while, probably since the Atlanta days. It looks like he plays well in America. He's a three-time American All-Star on the college scene. See if he can make this 30 all. So good serving by Djokovic though. Yeah, running Vukic around. Vukic with the wind, and we can't really see much stability here. So the points are relatively short. First shot after the first serve. Vukic 92% to the forehand. And Djokovic 82% to the backhand. Quite different there. Good stats. But Vukic unable to do much in that game. As it's 3-1, Djokovic on the board. You don't really say that much. You don't really say that phrase much. Djokovic on the board. Usually it's quite the opposite, much like Mannarino in the Australian Open third round, I believe, with Mannarino playing 2 5-setters and facing Djokovic going 6-love, 6-love, 6-3. When Mannarino went on the board, everyone was going crazy. Nice serve from Vukic down the tee, looking strong. I'm loving this from Aleksandar Vukic. What a great match to commentate as well. 15 love. Almost there from Vukic. Joe saying Anthony says Dolhide is legit. Okay, I'll definitely be sure to watch a match. And Vukic getting a bit nervous here with the first double fault, I believe. Very interesting here. Sorry, second double fault there of the match. Good serve out wide there from. Oh, that looks good from Vukic. I need to get my eyes checked. I need to go to Specsavers because I definitely shouldn't be an umpire. I'll leave it at that. Good kick from Vukic. Vukic needs the aggression here. Good backhand down the line. He wrong-footed Novak Djokovic. I'm loving this from Vukic. He plays well in America, it looks like. Must be very used to these courts. He likes these courts. I know he's used to the Australian fast courts, being from Sydney now. But very well played there. As he's good first serve, but good return from Djokovic, showing the aggression from Djokovic, and Vukic putting a wayward slice, but Djokovic can't do much. He hits it to the net. It's held up a bit in the wind. It's gone a bit faster in the wind, and Djokovic hits it lower into the net. 40-15 here. Excellent work here from Vukic. Baseline points 17-9 in the first set to Djokovic. Now 11-8 to Vukic in the second set. Excellent work here from Aleksandar Vukic. Good second serve. See if we can get that 4-1 lead. Oh, Vukic looks like just didn't quite connect like he would like to with the strings there. He still has a game point though. So very intrigued to see what Vukic can do. If there's anyone else listening from Australia, feel free to comment, introduce yourselves. If you're cheering on the Aussie, well, tell me who you're cheering on in the chat. I want to see how many Novak fans are in the chat, how many Vukic fans are in the chat. We see a second serve now. Can Vukic finish it off? They're not showing much aggression. Vukic being very careful now. Good aggression from Djokovic. Didn't hit it like he wanted to, though. Vukic with a wayward shot down the line. Tried to finish it. He was caught out there. And Djokovic gets it to the juice. And I think I found my streaming shirt now. The I Love Oz. The tennis court as the love heart. Which is great. Great shirt design. This is going to be my streaming shirt. Oh, you can see the wind on the shirts there from the players. Can Vukic hit a nice serve? He's being careful with the serves now, and the aggression is still there as Vukic. Can he finish at the net? Djokovic, what's he going to do with the lob to the backhand lob? Vukic hits it wide. A very great strategy, very good strategy there from Djokovic. That's the toughest shot, getting a backhand lob. Unfortunately, he's no Rafa. Maybe Rafa would have slapped that away. But we see a break point now for Djokovic. We know it. Djokovic has already wasted 3 this set. He was up 40-15, and Djokovic has managed to get a break point now on a second serve of Vukic. Vukic is not being as aggressive. Djokovic is showing the aggression. Djokovic at the net. He gets it. He gets it. No. I think I jinxed myself. He gets the break. Yeah, okay. Well, Vukic is still in the lead. And Djokovic, the number 1 seed, on serve at 2-3 in the second set. Very good stuff there. Very good stuff. We see quarter about to be up 4-2. Shapovalov leading the set. Looks like Mercedes Shapovalov is going to go 3. And Fognini, Sebastian Baez, I should say, 2 points away from winning the match there against Fognini. On the women's side, we have Azarenka getting the break. Sloane Stephens playing very well as well. There's been a couple of upsets earlier today. Kalinina going out to Bronzetti. Blinkova taking out Pegula in 3 sets. Diane Parry taking out Leila Fernandez. Very good there. And we see the singles, the men's Baez with the match point. Later today, we have Monfils Hurkacz with Anthony streaming it. Paul Mickelson as well. We have Medvedev and Ruud also making their first appearances this year in Indian Wells, which is amazing to see. Excellent work here. Djokovic now serving at 2-3 on serve after trading breaks in the early part of the second set here. Good serve there from Djokovic. Nice in the corner. Nice serve in the corner. Sean asking, which other country would you like to see a Masters 1000 at? Oh, well, there's been discussions about, I'll keep that actually up there. There's been lots of discussions about having it in South America. There should be a South American one. And I agree with it. I do genuinely agree. The amount of amazing South American tennis that really has been shown on the Challenger Tour and this, the Golden Swing era. But I think there should be a Masters 1000 in the South American swing. Maybe in Argentina seems to have the most. How many Argentinians are there in the top 100? Let me have a look. I'll have a look maybe later in the game if the game gets drawn out with Djokovic. Forehand to backhand now. Vukic with the aggression. Vukic going back down the line, and Djokovic with mastery. He finds the line there. Very nice there from Djokovic. $30-15 now. Nice serve from Djokovic. He'll probably take this game out. So I'll go on with the Argentinians. Yeah, I'd say probably in Argentina. We got Baez and Cerundolo at 20 and 21. Echeverry at 29. So that's 3 in the top 30 already. We have Facundos Diaz Acosta, 55. Mariano Navone at 58, career high. Pedro Cashin at 78 still. He's doing well last year. Federico Coria, 87. Thiago Tiarante at 97. So that's at least six if not seven. Commissana, Carabelli and Schwartzman 120. So there's sort of 10 in the top 120, 130 roughly. So I'd say Argentina. That's quite a lot. Otherwise, I'd love to see a grass 1000, but I just don't think it's justified. Considering Wimbledon is 2,000 points and the grass season is really only 3 weeks, really. 4 weeks maybe for the Challenger in Nottingham, I believe. So I have to say Argentina. That would be my answer. Brazil has the 500, I believe, in Rio. Let me just check that's right. February. Yeah, the 500 in Rio. So, why not give it to Argentina? They've had good players. They're showing good players. Argentina is galore in these tournaments. So, I would give it to Argentina. How about you, Sean? Or anyone else in the chat? If there was another, I was just reading the question, which other country would you like to see a Masters 1000 at? Vukic, 15-all now. Second serve, good second serve. Vukic still trying to show aggression, which is great here. Djokovic, though, responding back well. Definitely tell Vukic is getting caught out a bit, and he hits it long, and it's 15-30. 15-30 now. Joe's saying, we don't have another venue big enough for a 1,000 apart from Wimbledon. Yeah, and you definitely don't want to be using those Wimbledon courts, understandably. It looks like Argentina. I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks. Do you agree with the South American swing that maybe it should be a bit longer? There's no. I think this is the first 1,000, I believe, on the men's side since, for the year actually. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. We have 3-all, 30-all now. Djokovic staying a bit behind the baseline here, making sure he doesn't want to be making any mistakes. Crucial point at 30-all. Is Vukic going to try to do something silly? We'll see, but Djokovic still trying to be the aggressor from behind the baseline, using the angles. Vukic using the angles. Well done from Vukic. One of the points of the match there. Very good there. Strong presence there from Aleksandar Vukic. Joe saying, just check out for 1,000. No, nothing in the Czech Republic. But they do have quite a few, especially on the women's side. They have quite a few, which is a good point. I feel like there's a lot in Europe. It's a lot in Europe, I feel like. A lot of tournaments in general. And Djokovic is still long. And that's game. Vukic, good hold there. Sean saying South America does seem to have a very lively crowd as well. Good call, I'd say. Yeah, appreciate it. Look, it's a big presence there. Like you do see, and it was all over Twitter. I think it's Andy Murray kicked it off. I'll have a look to see what his exact tweet was, because it went viral for sure. Unpopular opinion. So here we go. Unpopular opinion. South America should have its own dedicated swing on the tour with its own Masters series. The way the fans support the tournaments there is incredible. amazing atmosphere, and the tennis is clearly part of their sporting culture. Vamos ATP Tour, with over 1,000 comments saying the tournament directors should be Del Potro, Argentina, makes sense. And Gabriela Sabatini, very good. But yeah, the tennis fans in South America are incredible, says Pavi G. We know is a friend of the Game to Love podcast. Very knowledgeable about the sport. Attended big numbers, obviously bring the fans the passion and probably the alcohol. Yeah, I believe they would. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments to see if there's any other big names. I'm sure there's lots of South Americans I'm not aware of. But yeah, not so much of an unpopular opinion. Many of the people are saying in the tennis world, that's for sure. So Djokovic serving now at 3-4 with a first serve ace down out wide. First serve again, an ace. Novak making light work from down 3-love to equalising at 4-all, most likely. Going down the line here from Djokovic, very light work here, indeed. 40-love, quick serve, probably the quickest game of the match here. Vukic probably wanted saving his energy, making sure he serves well here at 4-all. Making a guess that Djokovic will hold, and he does with the third ace of the match. That's going to be the quickest service game, about 90 seconds, I reckon. The wind's still quite prominent at the court today. 4-all. We're looking to the other matches. Azarenka getting the double break on Dolehide in the second set and serving first. And Osaka taking the first set against Samsonova. Deservedly, I think. Very good match there. Osaka really winning the most on second serve. 76% compared to 53%. Otherwise, the stats are relatively similar. Good serving from Vukic, out from Djokovic. Similar, Shapovalov Apologies there, everyone, for that technical error. Yeah, just a bit of Wi-Fi issues from my side. We're back though. It's 4-all, 30-all. Some good matches here. Apologies for that one. Yeah, that might be my internet going back down there, Joe. Apologies for that. See some good forehand-to-forehand exchanges here. Vukic guy trading for the backhand now. Vukic's backhand is not quite that strong. Some good kick there from Djokovic to the Vukic backhand. That's where I'm sure Vukic will want to try and avoid there. Going for the inside-out forehand down the line. Djokovic with it down the line. Going backhand to backhand. Djokovic long, and it's 40-30 now. Excellent work. Excellent work. Great serving there from Vukic, and it's 5-3 now. Sorry, 5-4. Got ahead of myself there. 5-4. Maybe I think it might be Vukic 5-3 in the tiebreak. Who knows? But yeah, great work there from Vukic. Good hold. I'm sure it'd be pressured in a lot of moments there. So very excellent work there from Vukic. Just having a look at the stats for the game. So Djokovic with a 9-7 ace lead, 71% first serve percentage in compared to 56%. Both winning very great numbers on the first serve, 84% and 80% respectively for Djokovic and Vukic. Big differences though. Winning on second serve percentage, 50% compared to 27%. 27% for Vukic is not great. Doesn't have a great second serve there. And yeah, the rest of the stats represent similar line there. They're just doing the aerial of Indian Wells, and I keep getting amazed. What an amazing tournament it is there. Looks amazing. I have been to America once before, and that was in 2022, about 1.5 years ago in September, just after the US Open, unfortunately. Maybe it was, just after the US Open, late September, early October, where I enjoyed New York, Philadelphia, and then I was off to Toronto in Canada. I'd love to hear if anyone has any travel plans coming up. I know I'll be in Japan in a few weeks for a few weeks, so that'll be exciting for myself. Obviously, would love to be the tennis player touring around. Wish I could, though. Maybe when I retire, I can take a tour with the tennis 1 year. That'll be a nice dream. Very expensive, but nice dream. Is Djokovic now serving 4-5? Vukic 4 points away still from winning that second set, but no good start with there from unreturned serve from Djokovic. $15 love. Good ace there from Djokovic, making it 10 aces for the count there. 30 love. See what Vukic can come up here with. He doesn't have much to lose in this game. 30 love down. If he can get a point, that'd be good to have a sniff. Ooh. Vukic trying to be the aggressor. Good that he had a swing. That's what I told him to do. But yeah, unfortunately, What do you love now? Oh, almost hitting the ball person, ball girl. Showing a close up of her. Second serve now from Djokovic. Good kick, and Vukic. Vukic hit a Frabia return. Djokovic hits into the net. Joe saying Bagnall Regis is all I can afford. Let me have a look at where that is. Oh, down the south. Very nice. It looks like a nice little town. Maybe there's something I don't know about it, though. Joe, any care to share? Care to share? What do you know about Bagnall Regis that I don't know? Second serve now for Djokovic. Can Vukic put this away? He's not showing much aggression. He's already 3 meters behind the baseline. But a good kick there. Vukic on the run already, though. Can he do something? He's drawing Djokovic around. Djokovic goes down the line. Great shot from Novak. Great shot. Making it 5-all here. Good competitiveness there. Now, let's see if Novak can close it out in 2. Will be an interesting game for sure. Beautiful centre court there. They love doing the aerial of Indian Wells. First serve fault from Vukic. Second serve now. Good second serve. Vukic being the aggressor still. He loves to be the aggressive Vukic in this scenario. But he can go up, back and forth, unfortunately. But good aggression. Go forehand. Can Vukic finish now? He does it well. Vukic coming to the net. Djokovic doesn't look in. It goes out. Excellent work there from Vukic. I wouldn't send my worst enemies there. All right, well, I'll try and work. Sean, so you both have been interesting. I went there as a kid, too young to remember much about it. Fair enough. Yeah, well, the coastal towns, I'd say, in Australia are pretty good. With a good first serve from Vukic, unreturnable from Djokovic. Yeah. Has anyone been to Australia in the chat? If not, anyone planning to go would love to shoot out my tourist recommendations. Let's see if Vukic can hold this game here. He can at least get into a tiebreak. Good second serve there. But Vukic hitting it wayward. Dollard with a break in the third set. Almost a double break here. I'll have to chat to Anthony about her. Quarter almost going for a double break as well. Good there from Vukic. Vukic needs to come to the net more often. Vukic, come to the net. He refuses to come to the net. Still going there. Djokovic putting in some lobs. Very up and topsy-turvy match point there. Djokovic ended up going into the net, and he looked frustrated because he should have done more there. He could have done more, but not like that at the moment. 10 unforced errors apiece here in the second set. It shows because it's quite close, and a great serve from Vukic, and he holds 6-5 in the second set. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Well, my hope is not gone for Vukic. It seems like I'm a Djokovic hater. I'm not, I promise you. But wow, a very great match. I think it's been a fairly competitive set and match in general. I know 6-2 was the first set score, but Vukic had more winners than Djokovic. Djokovic took a bit more time to warm up in the first set, but Vukic knows his worth here. Vukic knows that he's at least got a tiebreak in him, and that's any tiebreak score against Djokovic is well respected. So I think Djokovic will despite Vukic being 67, 68 in the world, Djokovic will be quite, will have quite some respect for taking Djokovic to a tiebreak. But now let's get into the Djokovic chat a bit more. So, do we think that this 2024 is the turnaround? Do we think Djokovic will go down to maybe number 3 even? I know during COVID he went down to number 7 or even like I can't remember, maybe passed down to number 10 during COVID, but he clawed his way up. We know Djokovic is going for the Olympics to get his golden. They'll just tick everything off the list. I think Djokovic needs to get his 2 goals would maybe be 100 titles, and I think he's about 10 or so away from that. And Djokovic getting the Olympics, which has no points, by the way. So the Olympics actually have no points, and he's won 3 Grand Slams. He's already, in 2023. Obviously not Wimbledon with Carlos winning that. So he's got a lot of points to lose. As we see Djokovic hitting first serve fault. Second serve now. Oh, very windy point, it looks like. Didn't last long. Djokovic looking surprised, muttering something under his breath, but he hits that long. Yeah, so the Olympics are in the last week of July and the first couple of weeks of August, going for two and a half weeks, it looks like. So that'll be after Wimbledon, but not by long. Wimbledon being in the first 2 weeks of July. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the Wimbledon. But I think this will be on hard court, the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. Good return from Vukic. What can Djokovic do? Vukic is clawing around. Can Vukic do anything? He puts it in the air. A great shot from Vukic. Well done in the air. Djokovic keeps it to the baseline. Vukic is back into this point here. He goes for the aggression now. Can Vukic get the aggression? Goes down the line. Gets it down the line. Come on, Vukic. Love 30. Very happy here. Trying to say, I'm definitely not being unbiased, but I'm not a Djokovic hater. Vukic, come on. Can he get a set off Djokovic? He's 2 points away. This will be a huge upset in the hands. Here we go. Love 30. Another ace from Djokovic. Cool, calm, and collected, Novak. Vukic finding it hard to accept, but was bang on the line there. $15-30 now. Edgy serve from Djokovic. Vukic hitting the good angles. Oh, the wind is playing a huge factor here. Good shots. Vukic going for a smash down the line. Djokovic getting it back. It's being held up in the wind. And Djokovic hits it into the net. And it's 15-40 all of a sudden. And if Vukic wins this set, he'll be serving first into the third set, which we all know is a little bit of an advantage. Aleksandar Vukic was about 20-1 to win the match. And he's 2 points away from serving first in the third set here. So 1 point away. He has 2 chances. Come on, Aleksandar Vukic. Sorry for any Novak fans in the chat. But I'm Aussie, so you can't come at me. Djokovic first serve fault into the net. Vukic focused as ever. Good shot from from Novak. Couldn't do much. Great kick serve, and that's 30-40 now. Can Vukic upset Novak Djokovic in the second set here? Yes, Mark is saying don't be bribed to lose off Novak with the emojis. Love it. Love to see the people in the chat here. Set point here for Aleksandar Vukic on Novak serve. You see a first serve fault. He served a fault in the last point and saved it. Is Vukic going to stand back here, or is he going to come up for it? He's muttering to himself. What is Vukic going to do? He looks like he's going to come up here with the aggression, and he got it. I didn't know what was happening. Djokovic hit a zoom of a first serve, and Vukic went for the aggression. He was already coming up for it, no matter for it. And Aleksandar Vukic gets the second set against Novak Djokovic. Excellent work there from the world number. Let me double check this. 68. Novak Djokovic losing the second set. He'll be sure to recharge here. Taking his shirt off. Photographer's going wild. And he gets it. Wow. Djokovic hitting two more unforced errors there in that final game of the second set. And it's forced to a 3-set match. Novak Djokovic. Let's have a look at Novak Djokovic's section. See if what could possibly happen if Vukic takes Djokovic out here in Djokovic's first match in America for the year. Let me take a look what would happen. So Lucanati taking out Jung. So it'll be Nardi versus Vukic in the third round. Humbert playing the winner of Paul and Mickelson. That's a pick'em. Ruud versus Klein. Casper Ruud could do well quite here. Hurkacz versus Monfils. Norrie through. The draw would open up hugely. And obviously the person on the other side is Jannik Sinner and Alcaraz. Alcaraz not looking that great though. Playing Felix. And I'm not sure Felix is how Felix will do, but I think Felix has taken a couple of sets off Alcaraz before. Let me just take a look at this. Make sure I'm not talking smack. Felix has a 3-1 head-to-head against Carlos. And the only win coming from Indian Wells last year, 6-4, 6-4. It's a great spot for Felix, actually. Felix will then face the winner of Sebolt Wild and Marizan. There's Zverev and De Minaur in the fourth quarter as well. So Zverev and De Minaur would likely. Oh, it's stacked. Bottom half is stacked. The top could open up for sure. And here we are. We have a third set. Vukic will likely lose. It'll be an Arnaldi Alcaraz for sure. But wow, what a rocket from Vukic. And he gets the first point of the third set in style. And he's looking to march on here, keep that momentum going. Sean saying earlier to the conversation, this is the last year being Novak's best year. Yeah, look, I'm actually going to say last year. 3 slams. He's not going to do that again. But yeah, this is the change of the guard finally. And Vukic not showing any nerves here. Djokovic appeared happy to trade forehands when he was cruising. Not sure why he's doing more to find the Vukic backhand, but he's clearly no longer comfortable. Yeah, Vukic's backhand is not that great. That's definitely not biased there. Yeah. Oh, Joe, apologies. Yeah, it is in Paris. Let me double check that. I think it actually might be. Apologies, Joe. 30-15 now. I just saw. Yes. We're going backhand to backhand now. Good ripping, though, from Vukic onto the line there. So it looks like it will be... Yes, it will be on clay, but it will be best of 3 in the Olympics. Best of 3 sets, not best of 5 sets. So thank you for correcting that, Joe. Marcus, I didn't read the end of your comment about being bribed off to lose to Novak. Well, the Indian Wells media would hate Novak to lose, but obviously would draw some initial attention. But we do want a blockbuster final, that's for sure. Game point for Vukic now. I'm surprised Djokovic didn't take 10 minutes in the bathroom, but he's not like that. I guess he wants to get it cleaned up. No pun intended. Get this match cleaned up. Second serve now. Can Vukic hold here? I don't want him to be too nervous here. 40-30, Vukic's backhand. Oh, it's looking tight. He's getting run around now from Novak, but he's doing well. Novak hits it wide. Aleksandar Vukic. First game here of the third set, and we are in for a little bit of a blockbuster. Wow. Wow, indeed. Huge from, let me know in the comments. Like, I'm sure the comments will be going crazy at the moment. Joe saying he's Vukic's dad from Croatia. That's what I initially thought, but I looked into his Wikipedia and he said in his early life, his parents and older brother left Montenegro during the breakup of Yugoslavia in the 1990s. So that would give him the name, I believe. But yeah, he's 27. He's not too young, but he is from Sydney. I'm not sure exactly which part. But yeah, I know Thompson is around the north. Max Purcell is around the northeast. Like, you can tell Max Purcell is a bit of a beachy guy. Good from Vukic here. Good aggression. He's keeping the aggression going. Djokovic trying to match it, really. Djokovic with the beautiful forehands, though. Beautiful. You really gets it over the shoulder. Really maximizes the topspin. But what a matchup we have on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. I could see this being... I can't see this being 6-1 or 6-2. I could see this maybe being 6-3, 6-4. But wind and conditions can do incredible things. That serve from Djokovic didn't even go close to the top of the net. Good serve, though, from Djokovic. 30 love is probably not going to lose this game. Vukic on the running forehands, hitting it out. Looks like it there maybe... Looks like it could be like another tiebreak, honestly. But Novak, I'm sure, will kick into gear pretty soon. But look, if these conditions don't calm down, then this might be a very, very interesting game. Good, just long there from Novak. Looked good, though. Second serve now. Into the net from Vukic. It's okay, he says. 1-1. Still serving first. Joe saying so his heritage from Serbia. Maybe the bribes have something to do with it. Joe and Marcus might be onto something. A kid, of course. Apologies there, the internet cut out for a bit longer there. Saying as much as I'm biased to Vukic, I did not think he could take a set from the mighty Novak. But Novak definitely doing the running around, definitely making Vukic his toy. But Vukic is holding the rallies on there. Djokovic having a little laugh at himself, not getting too stressed out. I think he'd only get massively stressed out if he's actually thought he was in danger of losing the match. But here we are, 15 love. See if Vukic can crack on his serves here. Or I could talk something into existence. Second serve, good from Vukic. Djokovic running around. Going back down to Djokovic's forehand. Vukic coming up, letting it bounce and smashing it. Good. It's okay smash. And Djokovic, it was a bit laggy there on my side, but Djokovic winning the point, getting a great return from the Vukic's half smash. It wasn't a very good smash. 15-all. I'd like to see a replay from that one. Here we go. Vukic, 15-all. Needs the good serves there, and he gets the good serves. He finds the ace. And that ace, I believe, is his seventh or eighth of the match. Eighth, it is 11 aces to 8. Vukic, another good serve there. Keeping it low to Djokovic. And Djokovic might be going into the net here if he's not careful. But he finds the top spin very well. Slice from Vukic. Going forehand to forehand. Vukic getting chased around. Djokovic with a drop shot. Vukic chasing it down. And what was that from Aleksandar Vukic? He just popped it up. And it went out. Where was the spin? He really needs to get right on... He really needs to get right on Djokovic's toes there. And then earn a smash in return. But it's 30-all now for Vukic. You'd think that if Djokovic breaks now, the wheels are going to come off and it's going to go flying for Novak. I don't think that's a saying, actually. The wheels they're going to fly off. Everything's going to fly off. Great shot from Djokovic. He's fired up now. He's looking for the break in the third set. Well, let's see if Aleksandar Vukic can serve his way out of this trouble. Beautiful shot there. 86 miles an hour return speed. And for the Aussies like me, that is 138 kilometers an hour. Beautiful. Or anyone else out in the metric system. Good serve from Vukic. Stay the aggressor. Really, Vukic should be coming up to the net right now. That would be perfect. He's loving the forehand, though, and he rips the forehand. He gets it to deuce. But he should be doing better with those sorts of shots. He needs to come up to the net more against Novak. I know Novak can do some dicey things, and it is quite windy. But you're going to be coming up to it. You're going to be approaching the net for a shot like that. Well put away, nevertheless. I can't say much. I'm sitting in a chair. And an outward serve from a good return from Djokovic, and Vukic hitting it wide. Presents another break point for Djokovic. Is this going to be the time he converts? And then runs away with it. Let's have a look. Good serve from Vukic. Up to the net. What's he going to do? He gets it. Nice, cool, calm and collected from Vukic. Back to deuce now. For all those in the chat, do we have any belief that Vukic can, or anyone watching, do we have any belief that Vukic can get it done? 6 winners to 1 for Vukic in set 3. I know he's been serving twice compared to once, but Some good stats there, especially in the wind. Very difficult. And speaking of difficult, Djokovic hits it straight into the middle of the net. Looked like the wind made it a bit difficult for him to perfectly hit that. Advantage Vukic, good to see. And he gets the ace. He gets his 9th ace of the match. And he holds. Great hold there. Let's have a look at some breakpoint percentages. Oh, Novak. Yeah, Novak has only converted 3 out of 10, 30% compared to 2 out of 6, which is only 33%. But Vukic having some very important holds here in this final set. Very good to see. Some dancing all around. Indian Wells is very much a vibe here. It's Saturday evening. No one has anything to do tomorrow. Oh, it's only 5 o'clock there. Very good times. I'm sure there's a nice sunset going on somewhere. Very nice vibes indeed. Let's have a look at some other tennis. We had Korda already finished 6-4, 6-2 against Safulin. Safulin not in the best of form as of late. And Mercedes Shapovalov 5-all in the final set. Pick and match for sure. And in the women's side, we have Dollarhide up a double break, 5-2 serving for the match, and Osaka up a break in the second set, with Svitolina and Siniakova playing now. We have Sabalenka versus Peyton Stearns playing this afternoon. Sterenko versus Navarro. Should be some good women's matches. And Zheng versus Yue Yuan. You expect Zheng to get that well. But yeah, very good matches here indeed. Who do we think is going to win at this point? Djokovic down 2-1 on serve. Let's have a look and see how things will evolve. Fault from first serve there from Novak. Second serve. Looks like the sun's gone down, which is good for the players, but there's still wind around. And it looks like it was out from Djokovic. Tried a faster first serve, didn't work out for him. That's the second time he's done that. First time being on the set point, but that was very lucky that Vukic got a racket to that. Probably not intended. Djokovic with 4 double faults compared to Vukic's 2 in the match. A wayward serve from Djokovic, at least around a meter out. Near the middle. Second serve now. The wind, always a presence in this Indian Wells tournament. Can Vukic make something of this? He's got the wind behind him, Vukic, I believe. Good shot from Djokovic down the line. Joe saying Djokovic wins on a tiebreak. That would be incredible if Vukic can get to a tiebreak. I myself, after seeing the third game in the third set, I'm not sure that can happen. But if Vukic were to do it, it'd have to be similar, 7-5, 7-6 scenario, or 6-4. But this is going to be one of the biggest odds differentials. I think the bookies had Vukic at about 20-1. Djokovic up 1.00 to 5. He hasn't got a first serve in this forehand wing this game. As we see a second serve incoming. Can Vukic do something with it? He does. He does not. Apologies, I'm getting a bit of lag here. Hopefully it's not affecting the stream. He gets a good racket onto this. 30-15. Can Vukic keep the aggression going? Vukic should have the win behind him still. Good waywards from each players. Vukic with the drop shot. Oh, and it goes wide. He put a bit much on that. It worked well. It was quite behind. It was behind the baseline though. So Vukic didn't really have a right to hit a drop shot there, but especially with the wind, you'd think Djokovic would get to that, but no. Showing the crowd, showing some people sleep. 40-15 now for Novak Djokovic. Good serving. Ooh, not quite from Vukic. Djokovic holds. Doing very well. Respectable there. Respectable there from Vukic. I'm sure Novak will be coming out saying that was not an easy match. 2-2, so 21 minutes into the final set. You think it's probably still a 90-10 predictor for Novak, but there's 10% chance. Good returning there. Side to side, backhand to backhand. Vukic, yeah, not a great backhand. Slice is not bad, but the backhand itself is not bad. Not great. Vukic ripping the forehand winner, the inside out, beautiful. Sorry if I was a bit loud there, but I could see him ripping. I could see him winding it up there. That was beautiful there from Aleksandar Vukic. He really needs to hold these serves quite easily here if he wants a chance of winning it. 99 miles per hour winner. Beautiful. No, almost another winner there from Vukic. He's got the confidence. Very close call. Fergus Murphy in the chair. $15. We need it. We would love to see another ace here from Aleksandar Vukic. Obviously not on a second serve. I don't think he should be doing that. Good second serve though. Oh, he keeps it on the line. Vukic going for the forehand, keeping it PG for now. He's ripping a forehand inside out. I'm expecting Djokovic to go to Vukic's forehand more often. Vukic with a power forehand. Vukic again with the power forehand. Djokovic guessing it right. The point is just over now from Vukic. Vukic is putting on the pressure. That is for sure. It's 15-30. But Vukic's definitely putting on the pressure. And Djokovic's legs look like they're almost going. If world number 67 can do this, imagine what Jannik Sinner can do this. That's all I'm saying. We'll see if the Karota boys are out in force in Indian Wells. They've been surprising Sinner at Rotterdam. Oh, Djokovic, Vukic, what is happening? This rally's all over the place. Vukic's clawing it up. Not doing well enough. Vukic is just not Djokovic is guessing very well. 15-40 now. He had a great first point, Vukic. Wow. 15-40 now. Vukic is good at holding these break points. He's held 7 from 10 so far. But it only takes one break point converted for the match to be close to over. The serve hasn't been quite as you'd want it this game for Vukic. Second serve now. Good shots. Good shots there. Backhand to forehand. Novak ripping the forehand. Vukic with the ripper of a forehand. Djokovic really wants to keep it to the backhand, and he does. And he gets the error out of Vukic, and he gets the hold finally. Yeah, Joe, that Djokovic tiebreak, not sure if that's going to happen. It might be a 6-2, 6-3. But wow, 24 minutes into the third set, and that's what happened. Joe saying Musetti did 1. 7-5, he got it. Yeah, he must have got that 7-5. It was over in a few minutes like that. And Osaka serving for it, and Dollarhide serving for it. Svitolina up a break. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Yeah, look, Djokovic with the break here. 3-2. You can't imagine the game goes any other way now. Djokovic just looked like he put some cream on his wrist and he's sniffing it. I wonder what that does. I'm very curious what the scientists are giving Djokovic these days. 3-2 now. Doesn't look like anything will stop Djokovic now. We see the doubles is happening. Sinner and Sonego playing Khachanov Rublev. That'll be good. A couple of cancellations, of course, in the doubles. Haddad Meyer, Townsend versus Baptiste and Pugunoy. We have Djokovic with the ace, I believe. Or a very closely unreturned serve. 15 love for Djokovic. Vukic still looking fresh-ish. Nice return. As well as he could do there. No, Musetti did win 7-5 in the final set. Chapo did win the second set 6-2, however. But Musetti won 2-1. 3-2, 30 love. Djokovic want to make light work of the rest of the match, really. I could see it being 6-2 now. Oh, I'd give it 6-3. I'd give it 6-3. 6-3 seems like a fair scoreline, but Djokovic likes to run away with these, like the top players do. Here we are, 30-15 for Djokovic. First serve, fault. Second serve now. Oh, another fault. 30 all now. Djokovic with 5 double faults in the match now. So Musetti will now play Holger Rune. You'd think Holger Rune would get the job done here. And the winner of that plays will likely play Fritz. So Rune v Fritz, fourth round, it looks like. That'll be a good one. 30 all now. What can Vukic do? We're going to see a turnaround now. Fault. Second serve now. What are we going to see here? Vukic with a bit of aggression. Not good enough. Into the net. Not liking this. Not liking this from Vukic. But there hasn't been enough respect on his name here this week. That's for sure. 40-30 now. Good serve from Djokovic, straight to the body of Vukic. Vukic not doing much here, playing a bit tentative, and then he gives away a point. Djokovic 4-2 now. Let's read the comments. Happy to see Osaka returning to form, definitely. Yeah, she got the job done. Well done from Osaka against 14th seed Samsonova. What do you think Musetti should improve on? Well, I don't know how much people like to talk about this, but Musetti is actually going to have a child soon. So a child should be coming within the month, I believe. I'll talk more about that with a beautiful forehand from Vukic. Yeah, Musetti, I think, is having a kid shortly. So that may have taken his mind off the game a bit. So I always like to look at the mentality beforehand to see what Musetti could do a bit better. But yeah, I do believe that Musetti, it's just life gets in the way. There's not much excuse or to improve on. I can't say, hey, Musetti, like, don't have a kid. You know, it's yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing. Look, the one-hander is nice. I agree that there's a bit of a limitation now. Like, it's not as powerful as it used to be, and we can see that with no top teners now. Vukic making light work of this game, by the way. Good hold here at 40 love. See if we gets a double fault though. But yeah, as I was discussing, yeah, look, two-handed, says Joe. Look, the confidence thing. I think if your mind's not in it, then you're look, you have life events like such as a kid, the biggest life event really, new life. So that's amazing for him, and congratulations to him, of course. Vukic with a good hold there, 4-3. So Vika got the double break back. Oh, yeah, it looks like, yeah, so it's 5-3, but it's looked like Dolhide has another match point. This time on Vika's serve. Vika, of course, meaning Victoria Azarenka. Please, Vukic win. Good to see you in the chat, Leon. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. 4-3. And I didn't expect this to go to 3 sets because I've actually got to jet off to my own match and starts in 90 minutes. So I should actually be there. Should have left by now, but tennis is tennis. But yes, super happy to be here on the stream. Good little audience, about 30 of us. So if anyone's in the audience, not in the chat, feel free to come into the chat. I'm not going to ask for predictions because I think it's a bit too late for this one. But any comments or questions you'd like to ask about the tour, men's or women's, I'm very excited to discuss any tennis. Just getting distracted by the dancing. I think I saw someone get friend zoned. Yeah, definitely forehand. Like, I think the confidence is part of it, but look, you're having a kid, like that's going to be the biggest factor. Yeah, so that's that. The one-handed backhand does take too long to master. Yeah, it's interesting. I actually am unsure. Like, I feel like when kids play, because they're too weak, tennis is like difficult. Yeah, difficult. So when you're a kid, like you don't start one-handed. You develop two-hander sort of when you're strong enough to hold the racket and like, hit as far as the baseline goes, really. And that can be like, up to 8 or 9 years old. So you do have 10 years to take the backhand. And I just think the game has changed where good return there from Vukic, by the way. Love 15. Vukic hunting for the break back. He doesn't have long left. Yeah, I do believe that the backhand, the game has changed. The game has changed. Um, there's too many huge servers and people with like top of the game for everything for you to be unreliable on like a frame of the backhand, things like that. I respect it. I think it's beautiful. You know, no one will have it more. No one will be more beautiful tennis wise. Oh, I'm good looking wise than Federer. But Dimitrov maybe takes the cake for the. Oh, he's one handed as well. But yeah, that's 15 all now. Another fault there from Djokovic. Djokovic is serving. I mean, just like everyone's serving, it's not just Djokovic. Yeah, the wind has made it hard for everyone. Yeah, all you can do is really just put it up in the air. Vukic is fighting back for it. Not doing enough there. Joe asking, club match today? I'm actually playing soccer or football. Football today. No tennis. I played tennis last week, but I'm actually doing football during. So this is the going into winter season for Australia in a couple months. So yeah, getting ready for the football season. Even though it's nice and sunny, as you can see. Well, this way outside my room, outside my place. But yeah, it's no tennis today, just soccer. 40-15. I'll get to the rest of the comments after the game, but it looks like the game should be over quite shortly. A cracker of a game, cracker of a stream too. So thank you, everyone. So you got a like on Facebook. I don't think that's happened before from Shamil. Appreciate it. But yeah, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, like the channel. Sorry, try to commentate and talk about subscribing is difficult. But it's 5-2. Sorry, 5-3 now. So I have a bit of time. Yeah, like and subscribe. That'll be great. If you haven't liked the video, it gives me a good indication of how well I'm doing on the streams. And subscriptions mean the world to me and Faizan and the rest of the team. So I appreciate it as well. So yeah, I'll go to Sean's question. Comment. Players struggle with blocking the ball with one hander. If you can't master that, you're going to have to give up your core position. Yeah, it's true. Actually, I don't know what else I can add to that. It was quite well put. You do block the ball and you sort of like stuck there. Like, yeah, it's not as natural, you know. Forehand, like it's your favorite hand. Backhand, you like end up on the back foot, and it's not as good, especially with the blocking position. So yeah, just make that better. Does anyone on the tour use both? I'm not sure what you mean. I think you mean like a double backhand. I think on the women's side, I'm going to butcher her name, but Shui, she won the double Grand Slam, I think, in the women's and mixed doubles. Shui Su Wei, the Taiwanese tennis player. Yeah, I think she won. She's the double forehand, and she won the women's doubles and the mixed doubles, which is amazing for her. She's not young either. She's 38, and she's just won 2 Grand Slams in the Australian Open. So very good. Dolhide won. Good to see that. Good to see that. Fed could take it almost on the half volley. Yes. We see 15 all now. Forehand to Vucic's backhand. Not bad from Vukic. Another backhand. It's not good enough there. Yeah, great shot from Novak right in the corner. 15-30, 2 points away is Novak. Max asking, do I think Iga is going to win Indian Wells? Oh, she's had a fair start to the season. I'm going to have a look at her draw here. Svitolina winning the first set, by the way. Playing against Noskova. Noskova was the one that beat her in the Australian Open, wasn't it? Yeah, Noskova beat Swiatek in the third round of the Australian Open. So that'll be interesting. Are we going to see another one? Not sure. I can't see anyone else. Ostapenko's out, so that's not going to affect her in the quarters. Yeah, Noskova's really the only. Noskova's really the only competitor there that I can see in the top half. Yeah, so if she gets through Noskova, then I think she will win. I don't think Sabalenka will win after her performance. Rabakina, God. Oh, we're on match point, by the way. Vukic saved one. He's in control of the other. But some good couple of slices there. Good backhand to backhand. Still backhand to backhand, testing it out. Djokovic with the drop shot. Vukic gets there. Djokovic with the lob. And he doesn't hit it over, but Vukic gets unforced error. And Aleksandar Vukic, what a performance. I said it would be 6-3. Djokovic has great match. Very well done. Vukic has a lot of respect between the two players. Djokovic breathes a sigh of relief that nothing too out of the ordinary happened. And Novak Djokovic, welcome back to Indian Wells after 5 years. Kisses the crowd. Thank you very much. What a match. He's back on his turf. Novak's looking happy with that one. And there we have it, everyone. The 2 hours and 9 minutes, probably a lot longer than he anticipated. He gets it done. GG, says Joe. And a big round of applause Novak gives Aleksandar Vukic. Standing ovations from the crowd. Vukic soaking it in. Will he sign any balls? Yeah, the good Aussie does. Excellent work there. But yes, I'll get back to the Iga comment as we wrap up. Do I think Iga is going to win Indian Wells? Oh yeah, I was going to look up Rebecca. No, Rebecca pulled out, didn't she? That's right. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say, I want to say Goff, but Goff is going to play Osaka in round 4. Who knows what will happen there? Oh, I'm just looking at the draw. This is too close. Look, I'm going to give you multiple options, Max. I'm going to say Iga. I'm going to say Goff. I'm going to say Osaka. I think she, given the draw, if she gets through Goff, she'll win the quarter, in my opinion. She'll beat Jane. They're the three I'm going to give you. Goff, Osaka, Iga. So Iga would likely play them in the final. Actually, I'm just going to leave it as Iga or Goff. Iga or Goff. There we go. There's two. Who's my team? I'm no professional, but I play for my university alumni team. So I went to the University of Technology in Sydney. So I'll be playing for my alumni team there. I predict scoring today. I do play as striker, so we'll see what happens. But it's a bit warm today. It's 28 degrees at the moment, and it's just gone midday. So we're going to be playing in the heat of the day for sure. So I'll be taking a few subs, that's for sure. But thank you very much. Joe, actually, yeah, I'm not too sure what you meant by one hand and a two hand. Who has both? I think they just stick to one, to be honest. I actually don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But yeah, that'll wrap us up. Thank you very much. I'll need to be packing my bag in a second, heading off. But great stream, everyone. Appreciate it. Please do give this a like and give us a comment if you have any questions after I end the stream. Just add it to the comment of the live stream. You can always go back and watch it in the live section of the channel. And yeah, Anthony should be there for Monfils versus Hurkacz in a couple of hours. I'll just double check how many hours that will be for you all. So Monfils and Hurkacz will be playing on court 3, so that'll be after Ruud and Lucas Klein. So I assume that might be in about 2 and a bit hours. But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thank you very much for your support. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of the weekend, and catch you later.